I'm gonna go back to the platform. I'm gonna hit save. It's saving right now. Game saved. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, would you shut up, Nasty? I don't want to chase your blue butt around everywhere. Alright, alright. That'll make a fool out of you, and you better learn next time. Alright, welcome back, everybody. I have a story to tell. Boy, do I have a tale to tell. Alright, but first of all, this is what I've always wanted to show you guys. I love these spinners because you can actually use them to snipe dead enemies. And he's dead. Awesome. Actually, I used it on the wrong guy. I'm supposed to use it on him, and then... But whatever, I can improvise. So, alright, since he's high up, I'm gonna remove the high and mighty and bring him down low, and oops, okay, wrong guy. Whatever. Haha, it was a trick. You've been fooled, bamboozled, whatever. Okay, so long story short, IRL stuff, which is why I haven't been uploading a lot recently. And I feel like my Spyro the Dragon playthrough has been hurt the most. Also because my original plan was I wanted to like record as much as possible, and like even like I was close to finishing the game. I wanted to like record a whole bunch and then just upload it all at once, so that I could, you know, just keep pumping them out continually. Because if I could do it all in one big session, or like all clumped together instead of like sporadically whenever I was able to just happen to record and then edit and then upload, it would be a lot more difficult. But when I was recording, and like I said, I got near to the end of the game, then while in the middle of me playing, there was a blackout, and then something happened to where my Elgato got just like, it either didn't like save any of the recordings, or the files were corrupted, and I mean like bad corrupted. Like all that work was just gone and wasted. And so now here I am again. I'm kind of cycling back. This is a whole new game pretty much. But like it's not that bad. I mean, it only took me like 25-30 minutes just to you know, start the game from scratch and then get back to where I was more or less. Even though I had to skip a whole bunch of stuff, like, because like I said before, okay, for those of you who are new, this is Spyro the Dragon, obviously, but my playthrough is that I'm going to do all the normal levels, skip the boss levels, skip the time trial levels, because I'm going to do all the normal levels right before I get to Nasty's world, or to Nasty Nork's level himself. And then I'm going to do a boss rush mode, to where like I go back to all the previous worlds, beat all the 5 bosses in order, and then go Nasty Nork, beat the game, and then I'm gonna 100% the game, or you know, fully complete it, so then I can get the you know, the bonus ending, the complete ending. And so that leads me back to where we are, Wizard Peak. This is the 3rd time I'm going to do this level on recording, because the first time I was just too bad at it. I was like, you know what, I don't want to use this because I'm an idiot, and I kept dying. And the second time, it didn't end well either. Alright, I'm already freezing up right now. I already lost all thoughts. I don't even know what I wanted to say anymore, because of all these snowmen around. Okay, I love Wizard Peak. This is like the best levels in the game. Well, I mean, Stuart Copeland, I love you. This is one of your best songs to this game, and I think one of your best songs ever. I mean, it was even in one of his Best of Stuart Copeland compilations, and it was also this song was also the theme song, or the opening for the Amanda Show. I can't even believe that was a thing. I mean, I've never watched it growing up. I watched Malcolm in the Middle for as long as that was. Well, I mean, until my parents said, no, you can't watch this anymore, it's too crude. So, you know, there was that. Anyway, oh, I can't headbutt you, I can only flame you! Wizard, evil wizard. Stop creating evil snowmen that I have to kill, and so forth. But yeah, I love this song. I think I've said it before, like in my top 5 songs of Spyro the Dragon, it have, in no particular order, Wizard Peak, Treetops, Misty Bog, Lofty Castle, and Town Square. You cannot forget Town Square. Where I live, I live outside a big city in Southern California. I shouldn't even call it a big city. It's... Oh, hey there, guy. I don't even know where I am anymore. I think I'm lost. Yeah, I'm ahead of where I want to be. I have to go back outside. This is... Yes, this is the right direction. Yeah. Not far from where I live, because like I said, I live outside a big urban area. So in the downtown of where I grew up, there's one of the streets. What is it? It's Chicago Avenue. Don't ask. Wait, no, I keep going the wrong way. Okay, yeah, dang it, I have to do this all over again. Going down Chicago Avenue. There's a shopping center called Town Square, and there's like no music playing, and I'm like, but every time I go past it, I'm like, and then I get disappointed because there's no music, and because every time I think of the song Town Square and all the pools and whatnot. Anyway, Wizard Peak. I haven't been doing much. Anyway, how no, I'm dead. I'm just gonna accept my fate. I don't care. So what was I saying? Don't make me do this all over again. Alright, you dead. Alright. Yeah. I've been busy with you know, stuff not related to video games, which is why it's hard to find time to play video games, which makes it even harder to even edit or even upload the said video games. Wait, is that all there is? I hope I'm doing this right. I don't want to backtrack anymore. I'm sick and tired of doing this over and over again. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. One thing that's been on my mind, okay, let me make an apology, okay? I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I know the internet is a public place, and I am not, I am not the #1 authority on the internet. I do not control your opinions, and I do not control the internet. And what I say is not absolute. But I've said in the past that like I think like only Spyro the Dragon is the true Spyro. There's like the original trilogy, only Spyro, the first one trumps all the other ones. Oh, that was actually a cool dragon. I'm sorry. He's like, welcome to Wizard Peak. Use these superchargers to kill these dudes. You don't have time for that. Dang it, sheep. Dang it, now I lost my train of thought. Next topic. What this game doesn't tell you, you know, hold on. Let me finish this first. I need to focus and not lose concentration. Okay, I made it. So, what's unique about this? What's unique about this level is that it introduces you to superchargers, which we've already seen can get you to new areas. In high caves, you have to use a combination of running and jumping without letting go of either ones. Otherwise, you lose your momentum and you couldn't get to higher places than you otherwise normally could. And whatever. But the thing is, this level, it teaches you a new thing, which doesn't even say which is necessary to complete the level. As far as I can tell, because there's two levels of superchargers. Because there's these two, not parallel, but adjacent superchargers that face each other, and then they lead you down a second supercharger. And what happens is when you use when you run one supercharger into another one, it stacks, which means that your speed is multiplied. Or it's either additive or multiplied. I don't know. I don't know every little detail about this game, but the thing is, if you put speed on top of more speed, oh man, I lost it. But if you run down multiple supercharges, then you gain even more momentum. You have more potential energy to accelerate faster and to climb higher. That's all I wanted to say. That aside, I'm trying to do something. There we go. All right, the rest is just gravy. All right, we're good. Yeah, get out of here, wizard. Okay. I need to kill these guys. Oh, I still need to go up there too. What I wanted to say. Okay, I finally remembered. I used to think that, yeah, like I said, Spyro 1 and then Spyro Year of the Dragon and then Spyro Ripto's Rage. Those were my favorite in that order. But I have been converted. Oh, hold on. Oh, I feel like a sneeze coming and I just don't want to sneeze. I have changed my ways. I used to rag on Spyro 2 because I thought it was like, oh my gosh, you don't do that. Don't give me that knockback, okay? I'm trying to tell a story here. Yeah, like I said, Ripto's Raid was probably my least favorite of the original 3 Spyros, but I don't have a really good reason for that. If he says thank you, I'm done.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh! Get out of here, Hexes! I hate those dragons because I'm like, why? Why even bother? But I have changed my mind because I think Ripto's Rage is a great game. It was just not up there for me until recently. Summer Games Done Quick or SGDQ 2018 happened, and they played Spyro 2. Or it was either this last one or a couple ones from a while ago. They played Spyro 2, and it totally changed my mind because I don't know, they were just really educational and enlightening. It was also very entertaining, and I'm like, you know what, this game's pretty cool. And on top of that, oh man, that was close. As much as I like Spyro 3 for the new characters and the new mechanics, I could, like, people can tell that Insomniac, they were kind of running dry with ideas, which is why they had to introduce new characters and new ways to play. And the thing is, like, I always thought that Spyro 3 was hard because, oh, he's gonna tell me a secret right now. I'm gonna shut up for a second and let him explain.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
Wait, did I have everything? Shh, close. You know what? I think it's at the very beginning, on the outside of top of buildings. Either that or I just missed it because there might have been something right there. But I'm gonna go back outside and double check. Oh, great! I lost my thought again. I used to think that Spyro 3 was better than Spyro 2 because I didn't like the way, I guess, mechanically Spyro 2 functioned, because Spyro 2, it tries to use the power-ups you gain in this game as more, I don't know what they were thinking, but like, because I like the idea of Supercharger, I like the idea of fairy power-ups, I like the idea of other platforming gimmicks. But when it came to Spyro 2, like, they got rid of the Supercharger, they got rid of the Fairy's Kiss, and then they just gave you like these portals in the middle of the level, and said like, oh, you have to collect enough gems or whatever so that you can unlock this, so that you can get this power up to finish the rest of the level. And I was like, yeah, cool, but why do you have to like put, like, you know, a paywall or something like that? But I got you, I did. And I felt like that hurt the pacing of the game a bit. And then, of course, Spyro 3, I feel like that game is much more difficult, just because, like, of how few extra lives there were. And it didn't, and a few years ago, Jacksepticeye, he did a playthrough of Spyro Year of the Dragon. Oh man, it's not here. He did his own playthrough of that game, and then I realized the reason why there's so few extra lives in the third Spyro is because they tried to distribute them via skill points, and I never did that. I never got that, and so now I feel like an idiot. And I didn't even play Spyro 3 until after I graduated high school. Okay, it's story time about my childhood. Get ready, folks. Growing up, I either only had one console or only 4 games to play on it. And so I played those games to death, including Spyro the Dragon. The earliest console I ever got was a Nintendo system, a Nintendo Entertainment System, an NES. And the original games we had on that was, you know what? I'm gonna finish my story while I'm gonna go to the next world, because we're essentially done with this world, well, in terms of our playthrough. So I'm just gonna keep going, so I don't have to shut up. So I don't have to just stop everything. I don't want to die. Don't hurt me. Don't, dang it, you hurt me. So growing up, the original video game console we had was an NES, and we only had let me count the games. We had Spyro 1. I mean, no. So we had Super Mario Brothers 1. We had Super Mario Brothers 3. We had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, or TMNT 3, the arcade beat 'em up game. Entering Beastmaker's World. Woo! All right, let's go. And we also had Double Dragon 3. We had Time Lord or Time something. I'll look it up. We had, I think that was it. Is there one other game I'm not thinking of? No, I think that was it. Those are all the games. Oh, no, and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Yes. Oh my gosh, Zelda 2. That game captivated me as when I was a kid. And Donkey Kong, and we also had Donkey Kong on the NES. That was the last game we had. So I didn't get video games until I saw Zelda 2, because I think at the time in everybody's mind, when the arcade first came out to the US, distributed by Atari and then Nintendo, and when Nintendo had, their explosion, their big boom in expanding what video games could be, from the arcade to the home console, that transition was huge, because I remember playing. I did not play Zelda 2 myself. It was my older brother who played it. I was only 6, 7, 8 at the time, but I remember looking on the screen, this guy who would traverse a wicked world, with evil and monsters trying to kill you, and I didn't get it. I didn't know. I mean, it was a hero's journey. It was a hero's tale, and I was blown away, because I'm like, who is this guy? Why would you play a character who would selflessly throw himself into danger, unless it was it's a matter of saving the world or something, which it was, because you have to rescue the princess, otherwise the kingdom is gonna fall into ruin. So that fits that description right there. But you know what? I think I'm gonna finish this story in another episode. So if you're glued to the edge of your seat, then we're just gonna have to continue this right after this dragon.
Nasty Nork is turning our swamp into an electrified junk heap, and it used to be so beautiful.
I'm sure it was.